Did you know that just one cheese one you've likely eaten this week could silently raise your stroke risk by up to 80%? And nearly every senior over 60 is making a simple mistake in the cheese aisle that could be cutting years off their life without even realizing it. The truth is, while over 85% of adults over 60 still enjoy cheese at least twice a week, almost 99% are unknowingly eating varieties that could double their heart attack risk and slash their chances of reaching 80 by nearly 40%. It sounds shocking, but it's real. Behind the friendly glow of the supermarket cheese section lies a minefield of health risks and a few life-extending gems. Today, we're pulling back the curtain and revealing the 4 cheeses you absolutely need to add to your plate if you're over 60, and the 4 you must avoid if you want to protect your heart, your memory, and your future. Let's start with the lifesavers. Coming in at number 4, aged Gouda. This isn't just a delicious snack, it's practically a superfood for seniors. When Gouda is aged for 18 months or more, the transformation is almost alchemical. The proteins in the cheese break down into smaller peptides that are far easier for your aging digestive system to absorb. This means your body gets more of what it needs without the bloat or discomfort that often comes with dairy. But the magic doesn't stop there. Aged Gouda is a powerful source of vitamin K2, a nutrient few people talk about, but it could literally save your life. K2 helps direct calcium away from your arteries and into your bones, where it belongs. Without enough K2, calcium can build up in your blood vessels, leading to dangerous plaque and a much higher risk of heart disease. Just 1 ounce of aged Gouda provides around 75 micrograms of K2 more than most people get in a full week. But that's not all. This cheese is rich in conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, which is a fatty acid known to help burn fat, boost the immune system, and even protect against some cancers. Because it's aged, most of the lactose is gone, making it much easier on your stomach if you're lactose intolerant. It also contains postbiotics, rare, beneficial compounds formed during aging that can improve your gut health, reduce inflammation, and even influence your mood through the gut-brain connection. Want the full benefits? Eat aged Gouda at room temperature. This not only enhances flavor, but also helps your body absorb more nutrients. Pair 1 to 1.5 ounces with apple slices or whole grain crackers. This combo delivers gut-friendly prebiotics that work in harmony with the cheese's postbiotics, boosting your digestive health like a team. Next up, number 3, genuine Parmigiano. Not the powdery stuff in a plastic shaker, but the real deal, imported from Italy, the kind that's been made the same way for nearly 900 years. 1 ounce contains a stunning 10 grams of protein, but what's truly impressive is how digestible that protein is. Thanks to its 32-month aging process, the proteins in Parmigiano-Reggiano are practically pre-digested. That means even those with sensitive stomachs can usually enjoy it without any issues. Its calcium content is off the charts, 330 milligrams per ounce, more than you'd get from a glass of milk. But unlike supplements, the calcium here comes with just the right balance of phosphorus and magnesium to make sure your body actually absorbs it. Studies from Italy show nearly 100% calcium bioavailability from this cheese, compared to only 30% from most supplements. Parmigiano also contains all 9 essential amino acids in the perfect ratio, making it a complete protein on par with lean meats. This cheese also holds powerful mood and brain boosters. Compounds like casomorphins promote relaxation and better sleep. It's also loaded with tyrosine amino acid your brain uses to make dopamine and norepinephrine, which help you stay focused and mentally sharp. Because of its long aging, Parmigiano is naturally lactose-free and teeming with beneficial bacteria that survive your stomach acid and colonize your gut. To enjoy it properly, break it into chunks instead of grating. Italians often eat it after meals. 1 ounce piece helps with digestion, and provides a satisfying end to your dinner. Try it with a drop of aged balsamic vinegar for a mineral absorption boost and a burst of flavor. At number 2, grass-fed raw cheddar. Don't let the word raw scare you. When cheddar is made from raw milk and aged for at least 60 days, standard requirement it becomes not just safe, but incredibly beneficial. Unlike pasteurized cheeses, raw cheddar retains its natural enzymes and beneficial bacteria. These enzymes aid digestion, while the bacteria support gut health in powerful ways. Because it comes from grass-fed cows, this cheddar has up to 5 times more CLA than regular cheddar, and significantly more omega-3 South key players in reducing inflammation and protecting your heart. It's also packed with highly absorbable vitamin A, essential for your immune system and vision, as well as vitamin D, which many older adults are severely lacking. But what makes this cheese a standout is its vitamin K2 content specifically. The MK4 form, which is the most effective at keeping calcium out of your arteries and strengthening bones. It's also rich in antioxidants like vitamin E and beta-carotene, shielding your cells from oxidative stress. Raw cheddar is a probiotic powerhouse. It contains dozens of strains of healthy bacteria that help with everything from digestion to mental health. These microbes produce short-chain fatty acids, including butyrate, which nourishes your colon and cools inflammation throughout your body. To preserve its health benefits, never heat raw cheddar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Instead, let it come to room temperature for 20 to 30 minutes before enjoying. Pair it with fermented veggies like pickles or sauerkraut to supercharge its probiotic power. A serving of 1.5 to 2 ounces is perfect enough for the benefits without overdoing the saturated fat. And finally, the #1 cheese for seniors, authentic Swiss Gruyere. Real Gruyere is made from raw milk of cows grazing on lush alpine pastures. The result is nothing short of extraordinary. During aging, the special bacteria used to make Gruyere produce propionic acid, which research shows can lower cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and even help prevent certain cancers. They also produce massive amounts of vitamin B12, a critical nutrient for nerve function and brain health that many older adults are deficient in. Gruyere is uniquely rich in glutathione precursors, nutrients your body uses to produce its master antioxidant, glutathione. This compound is essential for detoxifying your body, maintaining your immune system, and protecting your cells as you age. Production of glutathione naturally declines over time, but Gruyere helps replenish it. The cheese's amino acids, especially cysteine and glycine, are key to this process. It also contains high levels of phosphorus, zinc, and selenium minerals that work together to strengthen bones, support your immune system, and balance your thyroid. But one of the most remarkable things about Gruyere is how easy it is to digest. Its long aging process breaks down proteins into tiny fragments your body can absorb without any effort. This makes it ideal for maintaining muscle mass without stressing your digestion. Swiss studies have shown that seniors who eat Gruyere regularly maintain more lean muscle than those who rely on other protein sources. The cheese also contains lactopeptides, natural compounds that lower blood pressure, making this one of the few cheeses that actively supports heart health. Want the best benefits? Eat it melted gently into warm, not boiling soups or with whole grain bread. This combo enhances the absorption of B vitamins and other antioxidants. Now that we've covered the best, let's talk about the worst cheeses you should absolutely avoid. Number 4 on the danger list, processed cheese slices. You know, the ones individually wrapped, perfectly square, and suspiciously shiny. These aren't really cheese. They contain less than 50% actual dairy. The rest? A mix of emulsifiers, preservatives, artificial colors, and synthetic phosphates. 2 slices can have over 600 milligrams of sodium, and not the good kind. Sodium phosphate, used in these slices, has been linked to faster aging, kidney stress, and heart disease. But it gets worse. These cheeses contain emulsifiers like polysorbate 80 and carboxymaltulose, chemicals that damage your gut microbiome and increase intestinal permeability, commonly known as leaky gut. This can spark systemic inflammation and contribute to chronic illness. They also contain artificial dyes like yellow 5 and yellow 6, which have been associated with hyperactivity, allergies, and even cancer in animal studies. The preservatives used to give them their scary shelf, lifelike sorbic acid can build up in your body and interfere with your gut's good bacteria. Even worse, despite what the label says, these slices often contain hidden trans fats. Yes, the kind that increase your risk of stroke, heart disease, and metabolic syndrome. You deserve better. Number 3. Cheese spreads in jars. If a cheese product can sit on a shelf for months without refrigeration, that's not a good sign. These spreads often contain more starch, hydrogenated oils, and chemicals than actual cheese. Many use partially hydrogenated fats banned in several countries because of their link to heart disease. Even when trans fat-free, many of these products contain interesterified fats, which early research suggests might be just as harmful. And the sodium, sky high. Just 2 teaspoons can have over 500 milligrams, and most people use a lot more than that. These spreads also sneak in MSG under labels like natural flavoring or yeast extract, which can trigger headaches, palpitations, or anxiety in sensitive people. Even worse, their plastic containers often leach hormone-disrupting chemicals like phthalates into the cheese. These are linked to fertility issues, metabolic problems, and certain cancers. Bottom line, cheese spreads are a chemical cocktail that could quietly sabotage your health with every bite. At number 2, pre-shredded cheese in bags. It seems harmless, right? But those shreds are dusted with anti-caking agents like cellulose, often made from wood pulp and potato starch. These can make up to 4% of what's in the bag. They're not toxic per se, but they're completely indigestible. They interfere with how your body absorbs nutrients. They also mess with how the cheese melts, making it less enjoyable and potentially harder to digest. Worse yet, most of these products contain natamycin, an antifungal antibiotic that can disrupt your gut microbiome. The cheese itself is usually lower quality, often coming from milk with higher levels of hormones and antibiotics. Plus, because it's shredded, it oxidizes faster, destroying nutrients and producing harmful compounds. Pre-shredded cheese is also higher in histamines, which can cause headaches, skin rashes, and even anxiety in sensitive people. And because it's processed in large facilities, the risk of bacterial contamination is higher. Several major recalls have involved pre-shredded cheese tainted with Listeria and E. coli, paying more for less nutrition and more risk. Not worth it. Finally, the number 1 worst cheese if you're over 60. Blue cheese. Its moldy veins may look gourmet, but they're filled with hidden hazards. Blue cheese is loaded with tyramine, a compound that can trigger migraines and dangerously elevate blood pressure in certain people, especially those on MyO. Is worse, the mold used to make blue cheese produces mycotoxins. Though considered safe in small doses, these toxins can accumulate over time, especially with regular consumption. Some people react to the mold without realizing it's suffering from fatigue, brain fog, or digestive issues they never connect to their cheese. Blue cheese is also extremely high in histamines, which cause reactions ranging from insomnia to panic attacks in those who are sensitive. It's also very salty. 1 ounce can have over 400 milligrams of sodium and extremely high in palmitic acid, a saturated fat known to raise cholesterol and promote inflammation. Because the flavor is so strong, it's hard to know when it's gone bad, and spoiled blue cheese can lead to dangerous food poisoning. The risks far outweigh the rewards. So there you have it, for cheeses that can boost your health, fight disease, and help you age with strength, for that could quietly undermine everything you're working for. If you're over 60, the choices you make at the cheese counter could determine the quality and even the length of your life. Knowledge is power. Choose wisely. And now, we'd love to hear from you. What's one cheese you just can't give up? Have you ever felt better or worse after eating a particular kind? Let us know in the comments below.